Hey everyone, welcome to CresTV, your regular roundup of all things UC and AV, and it's a great one. I always say it's a great one, but it is a great one. Friend of the show joining us today, and friend of mine, Mr. Nica Faustino from New Wave Workspace. Nica, how you doing? Happy New Year and all that. It's January. How are you doing? Good Christmas and all that?
Very good Christmas, Neil. Nice to be back in the show. Thank you very much again. Being to Japan, where
Ah,
we hang out with the family, and just came back with a flu and with a cold. So I'm about 20 days sick, but
oh my word.
finally I'm feeling better. So very happy to be here. Thank you very much, man.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna talk about us getting together. So I'm hoping you're going to be clear of that in end of January. We're going to be getting together in
Absolutely.
person. But before we do that, for those who've been sleeping in a darkened room and don't know what New Wave Workspace is, we were talking. It's about workforce and workplace. Talk us through exactly your world, and again educate the people watching the show exactly what New Wave Workspace is all about.
Sure, absolutely. So, New Wave Workspace is a flexible workspace platform focused on desk booking, room booking, parking, and management. And of course, before pandemic and post-pandemic, those things can actually generate a lot of data for insights, so people can better optimize their workplace. How many rooms I need, how many desks I need, and we'll talk about workforce as well a little bit and about productivity and
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
we're working on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think the interesting thing, we've been talking, we did a thing, and we're going to talk about AI as well, but we did a thing on Microsoft Design about Fight Club, didn't we? And there
Yeah.
has been this sort of push pull between the employees, the staff. I want to work from home. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to tell my business how I want to work. And then there's the business going, we've got this real estate. You've got to come back in 3 days a week. And, you must, it was Zoom, Amazon, a whole bunch of companies said, you must come back to the office. Let's talk a bit about that Fight Club and talk about workforce. And again, what we're going to see through 2024 is, again, this is going to be macroly dynamic between country to country and region to region. But again, in our world where we sit, obviously in the UK and in Europe, I guess, talk to us about the workforce and what's going on with regards to this whole kind of workforce workplace battle between organizations.
Yeah, we sometimes we joke about the fight club, right, between the employees and the employers and all that. And I think that fight club is over. Ding, 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 knockouts. The
The
employees won the seventh rounds. The count is done, and
companies are battered and bruised, and
I think the smarter CEOs they made a U-turn. They like, what? There's no point in fighting this.
Hmm.
Spend so much money in doing office retrofit. We spend so much money in doing all these perks and all that. Employees are just not coming back. So let's just embrace hybrid. So I think it's fair to say that a hybrid won,
Hmm.
and fun enough for both wins.
Yeah.
The employees win in the flexibility, in the time the family, in the productivity. Employers win because the employees are more engaged.
Yeah.
They're happy to be working there. They have more time to do things that they actually value in life post pandemic. So I think that's very good. As far as hybrids, I think the key part around is data. What kind of data do you have when people come back to the office? Who is coming back? How many times in a week? And all that.
Yeah. I mean,
And
without
I
that, you're
think that's
blind.
the
You're
next part, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're a facilities manager, and again, you're talking to facility, you're not talking to IT, you're talking to facilities managers, you're talking to HR managers when you're talking about, the New Wave Workspace product. And without data, they're blind. Is Monday the hot day? Is it Taco Tuesdays? Is it Thirsty Thursdays? Why and when are people coming in? Where and when are they congregating and sitting? And what's the dynamics of this? But without any data, we're blind. How are you getting this data? What's the kind of method for capturing this data and being able to then obviously give that to organizations to be able to then use that?
Yeah, from the New Wave, love this insight on the data. So the New Wave Workspace side, we're software as a service. We're soft. We don't do any hardware. So we say that we get human data. So every time that I go to the office and I book a desk, every time that I go to the office and ask for some catering, every time that I go to the desk and meet you and Rita and ask for a meeting room, that data is available via us humans.
Mm.
Now, there's
Wetware.
another aspect of this, where and how. And then the other side of that is the IoT data, the sensors data.
Mm.
And then that's like an sensor that has a people counter or how many people hang out in the kitchen at lunchtime and things like that. So, and or indoor air quality and noise in the environment.
Mm.
And then when you combine those two, the human data and the IoT data, you have this much richer insights. And I think what you're going to see in 2024 is people leveraging and artificial intelligence to mine that data as never before.
Right.
So imagine, up to ChatGPT 3, I think that it was a little bit of a weak spot in the data analytics and capability there. Now Copilot's coming up, or Microsoft Copilot coming up, or other tools coming up. I think that they were going to get more smarter about taking all this data. There's a project by Microsoft. It's called Project Sophia,
Mm.
and that's very interesting because Project Sophia by Microsoft is available on the internet for search and all that. You actually take a bunch of data and you throw at Project Sophia, and Project Sophia is an AI chatbot interface. But what they do, they give you a head start. You tell what the data is about, like this data could be office occupancy, and this data could be sales data, activities, or travel information. And then Project Sophia takes this initial prompt and start building visualizations for you.
Right.
And it's amazing. It's like, it cuts off all this. What kind of visualization do I need? What is the expert to analyze the data? What is the other expert to build the visualization, the graphs? And then I think the real future of this whole thing is in a predictive analytics that used to be black magic in the past, and only PhDs and above would understand how to predict. Like, you come to the office every Monday and Tuesday for the last 6 months. Guess what? Are you going to come back 6 months? I don't know. Is that difficult? But in a more serious note, when you put a lot of complex data together, it does become very difficult to predict. And I think AI is going to grow in that level. And that might be what Project Sophia by Microsoft is doing. We're doing some things in those areas as well with our own analytics power enabled as well.
Very cool. What are the sort of top 3 challenges you're seeing that organisations are facing at the moment? Is there kind of 3 that you could call out as to, these, we're seeing this all the time, or people are coming to you going, I wish can you solve this for us? Can you fix these issues? Again, what are the sort of top 3 things that you kind of hear that people watching this should be kind of taking on or being aware of that you can help with?
Yeah, I think that might surprise some of our viewers here, but of your channel, but I think the meeting room zombie meetings, right? The people book a meeting room and they don't show up. We hear that on every meeting. So
crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. So you think that moved on, but the good news that I know we solved that. There's this whole concept of check-in. With Crestron panels in the wall, people can see the meeting is busy. You can check in. You can check in via QR code and application on that. So I think meeting room booking in itself and utilization and make sure that you booked and you show up is still top of mind for many people. The second one, I would say the right size of the office. Do I really need my 10 floors post pandemic? If I don't need 10, can I cut down to 5? Or perhaps I should cut down to 2? Or perhaps I should not have an office at all and just go co-working and have an office only for social events. So I think that's the second one, the office space and the right ratio for the people who want to come to the office when they want to. And the third one I would say is productivity, employees productivity or meetings productivity. So meeting room booking, right size office space, and people productivity, I think is the 3 items that I would say this is coming up now in 2024.
Love it, love it. Now, we are going to be getting together again. It seems like ages since I last saw you. You've been busy and I've been busy travelling out, but there's a little trade show going on over in Barcelona at the end of the month that I think we're going out. Talk us through again. What are your kind of hot picks for ISE? What are you out there? What are you going to be excited about for ISE?
Oh my goodness!
Now he's smiling. There we go.
Well, I have so many friends in the industry.
I know that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, you want to come and see the kit, but you want to go and meet the people. It's a networking event, isn't it? It's getting together, it's having a chat and a beer and whatever else. Yeah, I love it. Go on, tell us.
And some flamenco and some dance and music, of course.
Ham on.
Go without that, of course. But I think that I was watching one of your shows recently, and it was talking about the guys from I think it's Jupiter, the screens,
yeah,
and Salamander, I think, from the furniture.
Yeah.
And I love that show in particular because I think Microsoft or the experience in the meeting rooms might be changing, and a lot of people attend the meetings now from their homes or from their phones or from their Teams or Zooms or or Cisco WebEx, now, because if I don't mention this, people kill me. Right? Because
Other
we have so
platforms
many
are
different,
available. Facebook
yeah,
Video, Google
yeah,
Meet. Let's go through all of
that's
them.
it, and all the other vendors and all that. But so now that I get that checked, my friends will still hug me at the ISE.
Yeah.
I think that the size of the screens for video conferences is kind of becoming an interesting topic. That's what I
Mm.
remember the Jupiter guys talk about, the 21.9 or something,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
a huge screen, and it's just the collaboration. Well, guess what? The Cyvex people, the Thunberg, God bless these people,
yeah. Yeah,
that
that
back
would,
then we're doing
yeah.
all the big screens and all that. So I think that it's nice to see something that was tried 10, 15 years ago and was considered super VIP experience. Now is becoming democratized for Mary and Joe, for you and I to
Mm.
be in a meeting and have that front row experience, or have that in your face experience in there. So I will definitely be coming this year as a civilian,
Love it.
right? And of course I will hang out with you guys as much as I can in the zone 3H of ISC in the Crestron booth. If you cannot find it, just get a new pair of glasses, and
Yeah, we
here we
say if you
came as
can't
a
find the
provider,
Crestron booth, then you should have got the Specsavers. That was my
as a
pun.
provider here in the
Other
UK.
spectacle companies are available.
Here we go. Good disclaimer. And and I think that's it. Is a little bit of networking, and see how people can actually be more productive and in meeting rooms. That's my focus, because I deal with facility managers and all that. So that's what I'm going to be walking down up and down the show to figure out this year.
Very
And of
cool.
course, I'm hanging out with you guys there.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Nica, thank you ever so much for coming on the show. Loads of cool insights on there. We will definitely get you back. As a great friend of the show, and maybe we'll get you on another outtakes role when we get to meet up in person, maybe. So that would be cool as well. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Nica.
It'll be a pleasure, Neil. Thank you very much, everybody.
Cheers,
Thank you.
cheers, buddy. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of CresTV, a crystal ball into 2024 workplace and workforce trends from Nica Faustino there at New Wave Workspace. Friend of the show. Again, if you're coming out to ISE, go and find him. Go and find us. As I say, there's a small little booth called Crestron. If you can't find it, then as I say, you need to go and get your eyes tested. I'll be there. Many others from Crestron will be there. So come and find us. Come and see all the great tech and chat to all the great people about how Crestron and New Wave Workspace can automate your workforce and your workplace. And make sure you tune in to the next episode of CresTV. We do this every Thursday. Where have you been? Subscribe, ring the bell, tell all your friends, and we will catch you on the next one.